If you have ever felt like keeping your customers is harder than finding new ones, this video is for you. Today, we're going to dive into customer retention processes using Zoho, from automated onboarding to loyalty tracking. And the goal is to keep your customers coming back again and again and again and again. By the end of this video, you're going to know how to use Zoho apps like the CRM, campaigns, billing, desk, to build automated systems that's going to improve your customer experience and guess what? Boost retention. And that's all without any manual work being added to your day. I know. That's the whole goal, right, of automation. All right, let's dive in. Hi guys, I'm Keitha, your favorite business process automation consultant. Here's the flow for this video. I am going to map out 5 customer retention strategies by giving you 3 things for each: the purpose, how to do it, and which Zoho apps to use to achieve it. My goal here is to help you avoid any extra manual work, which means you're working smarter and not harder. The first customer retention strategy we're going to talk about is called the post-sale follow-up automation. Now, the purpose of this is to build a long-term relationship with your customer after they have purchased. So whether you're doing a product, service, doesn't matter. You want to make sure that you build a relationship with your new customer. The way that you would do this is in Zoho CRM, you're going to create a workflow that triggers whenever a deal is closed won. Like, this is an example, basically. When you have a deal, which is usually what you would use for some type of purchase, even if it's a subscription. And once that deal has been closed, you're going to mark it as closed won. Well, that can be your trigger. That triggers this process in order to retain that customer. And then you can also add that customer into your Zoho campaign autoresponder, which will send them a sequence of follow-up emails. Now, this is where you can do an entire onboarding process, which that's going to be a separate strategy. But a thank you, maybe even adding value to them on a regular basis. Maybe even also checking in with your customer to see how things are going with your product or service. And you can set reminders for your sales reps in order for them to personally reach out after X amount of days. So if you have a new client that just joined your subscription and you want to check in with them after 7 days, this would be a really good way to do that. The applications you'll need will be Zoho CRM workflows. You'll need Zoho campaigns, or you can use the Zoho cadence that's inside of the CRM. And then also, you're going to need that integration between Zoho CRM and campaigns if you decide to use Zoho campaigns. Our second strategy is the customer onboarding journey. I like this one. When you have a new customer on board, you want to take good care of them. The purpose of this is to help them feel supported and give them or educate them early on in the process of whatever your service is. The way that you would do this is you would create, or you can create, a Zoho flow to trigger a task in Zoho projects if you're using Zoho projects to deliver your service, or Zoho desk. And then once a new customer is created, that would be the time to trigger. So again, they go through your CRM, it becomes a deal, the deal is closed, they are a customer now. Okay, maybe, you need to send them through a series of tasks to onboard them. You can assign those onboarding tasks to your support team right there within this process. Okay, so you're building this process out using the tools that I'll outline in a second, and you can assign those tasks to your team members. You want to send a welcome. You want to send some training materials. You want to make sure that they sign whatever it is that they need to sign. If you have contracts. All right, so onboard your customer. Also, you can track your completion status in Zoho CRM. You can create a module if you need to, called onboarding status, or a field, really. A field could do the job. Just creating a field that lets you know where they are in the onboarding process. The Zoho applications that can help you achieve this would be the CRM, Zoho Flow, either projects or desk, or both, just depend on what your process is or how you track the service or the product that you're delivering to your customer. My team and I would love to connect with you further. Join us in Successful Community, where together we build successful businesses. Go to community.successfulsolutions.com. See you there. Okay, make sure you stick around for number 5. Number 5 is my favorite, but right now we're going to go to number 3, and that is the renewal and subscription retention. If you have a service that is renewed, let's say annually, you want to make sure that you are renewing annually. Check in with your customer. Don't just let them end their subscription and not come back. So the purpose is to ensure your renewals happen on time. The way that you would build this, you can use Zoho Billing. That's what you would use for subscriptions to track those renewal dates. You can send automatic reminders. They can be 30 days before it expires, 15, or even 5 days, just whatever it is you feel. And you can kind of play around with this to see what works best for you. And you can use Zoho campaigns or the emails inside of Zoho CRM to send those reminders. When a subscription isn't renewed on time, trigger a task in the CRM for your team to follow up. And the applications that you can use for this, again, Zoho CRM, but Zoho Billing for subscriptions, and then Zoho Flow if you need to incorporate that as well. Number 4 is your customer feedback and improvement customer retention process. The purpose of this is to capture the satisfaction data and take action. You want to make sure your customers and clients are happy. This is the way you'll do this. You will send a survey. You have Zoho Survey inside of Zoho One that you can utilize for this. Send that link after support tickets close if you're using Zoho Desk. In Zoho CRM, if it's after you have worked with the client or provided that product or service to them, send a survey. And this is something that can be done right inside of Zoho CRM, where you can integrate with Zoho Survey to send that survey out. You can feed those survey responses into Zoho CRM. So when you go to a customer record, if you've sent out a survey to them and they responded, you can see that survey there if your integration is set up. You can use automation to escalate your low satisfaction scores. If you're using Net Promoter Scores or NPS, then you can create a task for your team to follow up, like escalate it if the score is below 7. Some applications that you can use for this, of course, Zoho CRM, but then also Zoho Survey, and maybe also Desk. Desk is where you can create a ticketing process to where they can open tickets when there are issues and things like that. And then number 5, my favorite, that is loyalty and referral tracking. There is nothing like a good referral. You don't have to work hard. They've already been convinced. They already know you're the best. The purpose of this is to reward your customers who stay and who refer others. Now, here's some ways you can do that. You can use Zoho Thrive. This is an application that is also included in Zoho One that is specifically for loyalty programs and referral programs. And you can track those points and referral bonuses right there inside of the application. You can record your referral details in Zoho CRM using a referrals module if you'd rather go that way. Creating a new module, call it referrals, set up some automations in order to track those inside of that module. And of course, you want those to be associated with the customer that, sent the referral. Then you can use Zoho campaigns to send exclusive offers to your loyal customers. The applications that you would need would be Zoho CRM, Zoho Thrive if you choose to go that route, and then Zoho Campaigns, and that is what you would use for your, autoresponders and emails. Please understand how important it is to retain customers because finding new customers should be a little bit more challenging than keeping your existing customers. All right, guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments. If you have suggestions of videos that you'd like to see, I'm open to those as well. And of course, if you haven't joined our community, we would love to have you. Just go to community.successfulsolutions.com. And then also our upcoming events are found on events.successfulsolutions.com. All right, guys, until next time.